Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, whatever you're watching or what time you're actually following up with this session. My name is Tamon Jiruni. I'm the tutor who is going to take you through this session for today. And before we proceed, I would love that we should do, brief introductions about ourselves while waiting for the others. So kindly use the chat. You just need to type in your name and where you are connecting from. Let's just do that as fast as possible. You can either use the chat or you can unmute your mic and you introduce yourself. So kindly use the chat or you unmute your mic. So I'll be reading from the chats for those of you who are using the chat. All right, so we have Rooney from Johannesburg, South Africa. You're highly welcome. Please let's be snappy about it. We have Omar Evanis from Nice Digital Marketing Agency from Kenya. You're highly welcome. We have Nonki Derek from Yaoundé. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, you're all welcome to this digital marketing masterclass. But I hope we are really going to have a good time today I'm going to be walking you guys through the digital marketing landscape. I'm going to talk about what makes um, a digital marketing professional, what you need to do to become a digital marketing professional, how important is digital marketing to you, to your career, and of course, to your business. So we are going to be here for approximately an hour or so. So please make sure you try to get whatever you can get. And if you have questions, feel free to ask as we proceed with the session. So my name is Tamon Jedune, and I'm MBA holder, a certified digital marketing expert with credentials from CPT, Google, and the KSGA. And I'm equally the founder of the Data Group Corporation, which is made up of four different brands, of which Talita Group Institute is one of them. I've been teaching digital marketing, or I've been a tutor for digital marketing since 2020. So it's been 6 years now since I've been, mentoring and training uh, people to become professionals in this field. As far as becoming a certified digital marketing expert is concerned, we've been able to train and graduate over 200 students. We have more than 200 graduates actually who are currently certified digital marketing experts, and they are currently busy, with their um, they currently have something to occupy themselves with as far as the field is concerned. And I equally have over a decade of experience as far as digital marketing is concerned. So I have experiences in different parts of Africa, in UAE and the Middle East, and of course in Asia as well. So throughout my career as a digital marketing professional, I've had the opportunity to attend conferences, receive invitations to be speaker to different events, both in Africa, the Middle East, and Asia. So it's really been a tremendous journey, and we are hoping that a majority of you who wish to become professionals as well, who are struggling to be, pick up this particular field or to be part of this journey. I'm very certain that by the time you're done with your career, or you're done with your training as a digital marketing professional, you should find yourself in a situation where you've actually embraced everything as far as digital marketing is concerned, and you're actually implementing your skills and trying to make some income for yourself. Delta Group Corporation, which has two branches, one in Cameroon and one in UAE. And of course, we have students all over Africa and the Middle East as well. And we are hoping that we are going to expand. We have students from 7 African countries, and we are hoping to expand to other African countries. And of course, in the Middle East, you know, though we have students spotted out around, Europe, Asia, the Middle East, and Africa as well. So we have the Data Group Institute, we have the TG Digital Agency, we have the Data Group Consulting, the TG Foundation, and the TG Real Estate, which has not been mentioned here. I already talked about um, the number of students who've been able to graduate as far as the institute is concerned. The Data Group Institute, which is the first arm of Tatita Group Corporation, started in 2020. And as a matter of fact, we actually started with Tatita Group Institute before expanding to all the other arms. So Tatita Group Institute has rapidly established itself as a leading provider of digital marketing education. When it comes to the other courses like the fundamentals of digital marketing masterclass, and other digital marketing modules or courses which we other offer, such as graphic design and web design, we've surpassed about 3,000 students who have been able to get accreditations in respect to that. Okay, where we have a community right now which is more than 7,000 people who have been attending most of our fundamental training programs, and be able to get one or two training as far as the various digital marketing modules are concerned. So as far as Data Group Institute is concerned, we have three major digital marketing courses. We have the fundamentals of digital marketing, which is what we're going to see today. We have the digital marketing masterclass, which is meant for business owners, entrepreneurs. And of course, we have the advanced digital marketing program, which is meant for people who want to build a career in digital marketing or use it as either a primary or a secondary source of income. So today we'll be talking about digital marketing. I'm just going to walk you guys through digital marketing, what digital marketing is all about, share some experiences, some advantages, and how you can position yourself as far as digital marketing is concerned, how you can, build a career for yourself, how you can make income for yourself as far as this field is concerned. Now, a lot of people use, they play around with this particular course, digital marketing. The reason I say so is because when you move around, you're going to see people offering you training programs on digital marketing where you probably just attend the trainings for about, 1 hour, 2 hours, and talking about certifications. And they really give prices which are, sometimes we consider them as from the fee which they actually charge you, you actually know the kind of content you're going to get as far as that is concerned. They don't really treat digital marketing as a course or a career, a field which you can build a career from it. Okay, they just teach you one particular skill where you can make maybe $1 or $2 from the program. But what we offer at Data Group Institute is we give you a complete package as far as digital marketing is concerned, what you actually get if you have to go to any other institute or any other university around the world. You're going to get the same content which we are giving you as far as Data Group Institute is concerned. So we are going to pay more attention to digital marketing today. We're going to look at what digital marketing is, the various digital marketing module. We've had several digital marketing courses which have been published on our YouTube channel. So we are going to be recommending some of those videos to you. You can go there, watch them. Some of the videos last for almost 3 hours, some last for 2 hours. We recommend that you go through those videos and learn some of the details as far as digital marketing is concerned. So digital marketing is the strategic promotion of products and services through online channels and digital technologies. It represents the modern evolution of marketing, leveraging the power of the internet to reach and engage customers where they spend most of their time. Now, we talk about digital marketing, we are simply looking at the various modules which we can use, or the various tools, or the various digital tools which we can use in order to market our products online. Now, digital marketing is similar to the traditional way of marketing. So when we look at the modules, traditional marketing, they are similar to that of digital marketing. The only difference is that we are using digital tools to reach out to our customers. So for marketing, it's simply the way of which we use the various traditional tools or traditional modules to advertise our products to people physically, right? So we are either using radio stations, we're using TV stations, we are using magazines, we are using newspapers or prints or designs, which we share with people. These are traditional ways we market our product. For example, if you have a product, you have a shop, how do you do your marketing? If you just sit and people just come in and make purchase, it means you've not carried out marketing. People just saw your shop and of course they just decided to get into your shop and make a purchase. But if you decide to, if you want to get a lot of people to know more about your business, what you sell, then you need to carry out a marketing campaign. So you can either, go around, creating campaigns, either playing music, trying to draw the attention of people, you know, talking to people one-on-one about your business, going to radio stations, passing an announcement about what you do. A lot of people do that nowadays. Or you can go to magazine, newspapers, you give them an article to publish about your business. And once they do that, you're actually advertising your business traditionally. Now, when it comes to digital marketing, we are actually using tools, digital tools that are represented that are similar to the traditional tools. So we are simply replacing these traditional tools with digital tools. So what are we using to replace the radio station? We are using social media platforms where we'll be creating podcasts. What do we use to replace the TVs, stations? We are using social media platforms where we are going to be broadcasting our videos. We talk about our businesses online. When you look at most TV stations nowadays, they have social media platforms where you can stream live on these platforms like TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. If you go to these channels, you're going to find BBC, you're going to find Al Jazeera, and you can actually watch these channels for free. Whereas back home, when we look at our, radio stations or TV station, you notice that you have to subscribe, you have to pay particular amounts of money before you can get access to some of these channels. Okay. If you want to advertise, if you want to replace magazines or newspapers, what do? You create a website. So you're going to still publish those articles on your website. You're going to create blogs where you're going to still publish these articles on your blog post. So those are things that replace the magazines and the newspapers. And of course, we have the normal mail post where we write, we send mails from one place to another, which of course, email marketing has come to replace that. So we are simply replacing these traditional tools with digital tools. Is that okay? So these tools are broken down into four. We place some under websites and landing pages. We have search engines, we have social media platforms, and we have email marketing. Okay, so when it comes to websites and landing pages, your digital storefront that converts visitors into customers through optimized user experience and compelling content. When you create a website, you post a lot of content on your website. And of course, when these content are good in the eyes of the various search engine platforms which are going to be helping you to rank this content, what happens is that they are going to push your content to people who are seeking or who want the services which you offer. Once people start visiting your website, they're going to see what you offer, and of course, they're going to make a purchase if actually you're selling your products directly from the website. Then, of course, we have search engines. Now, what is a search engine platform? A search engine platform is that which permits, people to be able to search for different websites. So they give people access to several websites. So if you want to buy a particular product and you don't know where to get that product online, then a search engine platform is going to help you to do that. So what do? You open a search engine platform, you type in whatever you want, and different websites are going to pop up. So it is actually acting as, we can say, either a store or a container that carries several websites, whereby you just have to search whatever you want, and they are going to publish, content from these websites that are related to whatever you are searching. That is just the job of the search engine platform. Now, if you already have the website, for example, if you want to take a digital marketing course, for example, you already know where you want to get that digital marketing course online. For example, Talita Group Institute, you might just go to a browser and you type www.talitagroupinstitute.com. It's going to take you straight to the website. But if you don't actually know where to get these courses, where to get these products or services, obviously you will need the help of a search engine platform. Okay, so that's the importance of a search engine platform. Then, of course, we have social media platforms. Majority of us here, more than 95% of us have social media platforms. I can say without a social media platform, most of you won't be here attending this session because you must have seen these ads online from a social media platform or from, your WhatsApp, which is a social media platform, Facebook, Instagram, and you're able to get the link access to be able to be part of this training program. Then, of course, email marketing. I remember the time when we used to send mails, you go to your mail post, whichever one is located in your country, you can just write the mail. And of course, the mail will be sent to the person, and the person might receive that mail after 2 to 3 days, right? So with email marketing, it actually comes to replace that. We can actually type our mails and we send, and the person is going to receive that mail instantly. Is that okay? Now, when it comes to digital marketing, one thing you need to understand is that digital marketing is significantly more cost effective than traditional marketing while offering measurable results and the ability to reach global audiences. So it becomes essential for business growth in our digital first world. So when you compare digital and traditional, you notice that digital is, far less expensive than traditional. As a matter of fact, you're going to spend 5, 6 times the amount which you're going to use in order to carry out digital marketing. If you have to look at how much you pay radio stations, TV stations, or billboards around, just to advertise your product, you notice that it becomes so expensive. So what do you have to do? You can just go with digital marketing tools where you're going to spend probably as little as $1, $2 to reach out to about 5, 6, 7,000 people. Is that okay? So that is what digital marketing is all about. So by the time you're done with a digital marketing program, you should be able to, create an online campaign or carry out an advertisement where you're going to reach out to thousands and thousands of people in a single day. So understanding the fundamental difference between traditional and digital marketing approaches is crucial for modern businesses looking to maximize their marketing return on investment and reach. So we already talked about some of the traditional tools. We talked about the digital tools. So here we're just trying to compare them. Okay. So search engine platforms have actually come to replace, they have come to replace that's come to replace the print ads in newspapers, right? Social media platforms have come to replace our radio stations, our radio advertisements. Then, of course, we have Google Ads and PPC. where we are going to be paying some platforms to be able to showcase our brands out there. Then, of course, we have email marketing or email marketing automation, which has replaced our direct mail campaigns. And of course, content marketing. We can't talk about digital marketing without mentioning content marketing strategies. When it comes to digital marketing, there are several digital marketing modules, which we are going to be looking at them right now. We have what we call search engine optimization, we have search engine marketing, and we have social media marketing. These are the three major digital marketing modules. Apart from these three, we have other digital marketing modules that come to supplement these three major digital marketing modules. But of course, these are the three major, and we are going to look at them gradually. Now, what is search engine optimization? I'm just going to make it very, very simple. I believe we all do searches online, right? We go on Google, we do searches every day. We are trying to get information. Either you're working on a project, you want to buy a product online. You might have heard about maybe someone who uh, won an award in a particular country, or somebody, maybe a big celebrity who passed away, or probably the crisis which is happening, between Iran and the US, and of course Israel as well. You want to get more details of what actually transpired, what caused this particular crisis. So all you have to do is to go to a search engine platform like Google, like Bing, like Yahoo. You do a search, and there are different websites that have written articles in respect to this crisis. So all you have to do is you go there, choose whichever website you think is suitable for you. You read the article from there, and of course, you'll be able to solve that particular problem or whatever you are searching online. Okay, so search engine platforms help us to get information about a particular to get information on something with the help of different websites that are going to pop up that are showing articles related to whatever you are searching. Now, when it comes to search engine optimization, as a digital marketer, your job here is to make sure that every website or a website should be able to appear on the various search engine platforms whenever someone comes to search. What do I mean by this? Now, as a digital marketer, your main job is to advertise people's businesses online, right? So if someone may contact you today and say, I want you to advertise my business. So you might ask the person, how do you want me to advertise? Do you want to advertise your business on social media? Do you have a website that you want a lot of people to visit your website and know more about the business? Or do you want me to advertise your business through email marketing? So those are the three ways you can actually reach out to people, either through social media or through search engine or through your website, and of course, using, emails. So if the person doesn't have a website, then you might go with social media. Now, if the person has a website, they say, yes, I have a website. I want a lot of people to always visit my website to know more about my product. Okay. So once someone tells you he or she has a website, the next question you're going to ask is, do you want me to do it in such a way that you're not going to spend money? You just want people to visit, with time, people are going to be visiting your website, or you have some money which you want me to use and bring people to your website almost immediately. So if the client does not have money, but the client wants you to optimize the website in such a way that people are going to visit the website, that is known as search engine optimization. It simply means that the client wants you to look at their website, see what you can do to fix the website in such a way that search engine platforms will be happy with the content of the website. Now, a lot of people or a lot of web developers believe that web design ends when you've already done, you've created the different web pages, you've added content, and that is it. Then you hand over the website. It doesn't work like that. Web development is a continuous process. You don't just design a website and you think you're done. You need to keep on improving on the website. Now, whenever you visit a search engine platform, for example, let's say I visit a search engine platform like this. This is Google. This is a Google search engine platform. So I want to search for, so I want to, check on the various companies that do car rent, that offer car rental services. Is that okay? So I will just do my search online. I'm going to see a variety of companies that are carrying out, they're offering these services. Okay, so these companies did not appear here by random. Don't think that if you're into car rental services, you have a website. When someone comes and searches for a car rental service here, your website is going to pop up. No, it doesn't work that way. Okay. You need to ensure that the content which is on your website, follows the rules and regulations that have been laid down by these search engine platforms, such as Google, such as Bing, such as Yahoo. And so there are rules and regulations which you need to follow. You need to make sure that you meet up with their rules, making sure that you don't break any of them if you want your website to pop up on this platform. So a client wants you to make sure that their website always appears on this page whenever someone searches. And remember, there are thousands of pages. We are simply on the first page. We have the second, third, fourth, fifth, right up to the 10th. But of course, there are thousands of these pages. So as a digital marketer, your goal for every client is to make sure that their website appears on this page, even if it's not on this page, but it should be at least on the first 10 pages. But the goal is always for a website to be here. If your website is not on the first page, then of course you have a lot of work to do. Very, very important. So search engine optimization is simply making sure that you improve the quality of a website so that it can always appear on a page like this whenever someone searches for it. Now, this page which you see here is known as a search engine result page, SERP, search engine result page. So that is where you get the results of every search you do on a search engine platform. Is that okay?
So we are not on the search engine result page. I don't know if I'm the only one who is unable to see that.
I don't understand. Oh, 1 minute. So can you guys see my screen right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. So I was saying that the search engine result page, the page which you see on your screen, is that page where you get results whenever you do a search on a search engine platform. And I said there are several search engine platforms. We have Google, we have Bing, and we have Yahoo. Okay, so there are several search engine platforms. All right. So whenever you do a search online, you're going to get variety of results. Okay, you're going to get variety of results. These results are here thanks to what? A website that has been optimized. So a digital marketer has carefully crafted a website in such a way that it meets up with the rules and regulations that have been laid down by the various search engine platforms like Google, Bing, and Yahoo. So what happens is that once these rules and regulations have been met, the search engine platforms are going to accept your website and they are going to show your content to people whenever they search online. And I earlier mentioned that this page, this page which you see result whenever you do a search online, it is known as the search engine result page because that is where you get every result whenever you do a search online. Okay. So when it comes to search engine optimization, what are the things we need to do to ensure that our website always shows up? Okay, so there are three steps we need to follow. The first is what we call SEO on page. The second is SEO off page, and the next is technical SEO. Now, what is search engine optimization on page? These are the things you'll be doing at the back end of a website to improve the quality, which means that you should have a pre-knowledge in web development. So you'll be at the back end of a website trying to improve the quality of the website by adding content, images, videos, buttons, logos, taglines, keywords. These are the things which you're going to be doing at the back end of a website, making sure that it meets up with the standard that has been laid down by Google. Once this content or whatever you've placed at the back end of the website meets up with what Google wants, then they are going to show your content, to people whenever they do a search online. Then we have off page. Page are the things which you'll be doing out of a website. Okay, the things which you'll be doing out of a website, but you're still helping to improve the quality of a website. And some of the things will include you writing articles on different websites. So there are websites that accept articles. Once you write the articles on this website, you can place the link of your own website on those articles, and it's going to drive traffic. People are going to be leaving that article to visit your website. Now, the more people visit your website, it means you're telling Google that the content on your website is very relevant, and Google will start trusting the content on your website. And when Google start trusting the content on your website, they'll be pushing your website, to climb up, the rankings on the various search engine platforms. So you'll be climbing up the rankings until it gets to probably the first page where people are always going to see your content. And remember, when people carry out research on Google, what happens is that they are bound not to leave the first page. They always get their results on the first page, which means that those who are on the second, third, fourth page, their content might likely not be seen. Okay, their content might likely not be seen. So your main goal is to make sure that you're always on that first page. Is that okay? So off page are the things you'll be doing out of a website, which equally helps to improve the website. Then with technical SEO are those things which is not, you're not writing articles, you are not creating content at the back end of your website, but you're trying to improve the quality through website responsiveness, through the speed of a website, through mobile friendliness of the website. So there are those technical tweaks which it does not necessarily mean that you must add content, but you're trying to improve the quality of the website. So you're ensuring your website loads very quickly, is mobile friendly, has clean code structure, and provide excellent user experience across all devices. So make sure your website can load very well on a smartphone, on an iPad, on a PC, on a Mac. Okay, so that is just what technical SEO is all about. The question is, how does Google rank your website? Okay, how do they visit your website? So when you design a website, you need to invite Google. Okay, you need to invite Google. Once you've sent the invitation, Google is going to send its agents to visit your website. So when they send their agents are going to scan every page of your website. Once they scan, they're going to gather reports and then they will take that report back to Google. So Google is going to analyze what the agents have brought and decide if your website should actually start ranking or not. These agents are known as crawlers. All right, these agents are known as crawlers. So crawlers are going to peruse your website, scan your website, and they report back to Google. They are always acting as CCTV cameras, scanning every aspect of your website, then they report back to Google. Is that okay? So that is what search engine optimization is all about. And as a digital marketer or digital marketing professional, you should know how to optimize a website in such a way that it can rank on the first pages of Google. Then, of course, we have what we call search engine marketing. Now, search engine optimization is done for free, right? Obviously, you're going to pay the digital marketer who is going to be optimizing your website. You're going to pay them in order for them to do that. But one thing you need to understand with search engine optimization is that it takes a longer time before you start seeing results. So you might hire a digital marketing professional, and the digital marketing professional will start optimizing your website. You might start seeing results after 6 months or after 1 year. Is that okay? And sometimes Google will want to ensure that your domain name, that www.qualitagroupinstitute.com, that's a domain name. Google wants to ensure that that domain name has been existing for quite some time before they can really push your website to the top. That's why you see companies now like Amazon, eBay, those companies are already at the top. Those companies, their domain name have been existing for quite some time now, and their websites are well optimized. It takes less than 3 seconds for Amazon website to load. Less than 3 seconds is even too much. Once you type Amazon, www.amazon.com, immediately you click on enter, the website pops up. That's to tell you how fast the website is and how well optimized the website is. And if you open on a mobile device, it's the same. If it doesn't load with that speed, it means there's a problem with your internet connection. Is that okay? Now, with search engine optimization, it's going to take so much time. So while waiting for your website to be optimized, you might decide to spend $1 or $2 to ensure that people start seeing your content immediately. Okay, so you want people to start visiting your website almost immediately. So what you can do is that you can pay these platforms like Google, like Bing, like Yahoo. You can say, okay, while I'm still struggling to make sure that my content shows up on your search engine platform, please, I want to pay you this amount of money so that you can show my website on this particular first page as well immediately. So that whenever someone is searching for what I sell, my website should always appear on this page. That takes us now to what we call search engine marketing. So search engine marketing is simply you paying these platforms, okay, to showcase your brand on their first page. Now, when you look at the results which we have here, there are two major types of results. We have the results thanks to search engine optimization, that's a free ad, okay? And of course, we have results that are here thanks to paid ads, paid advertisement. Now, whenever you see the word sponsored, below the word sponsored, you're going to see content. And after this content, which you've seen here, you're going to see hide sponsor result. It means that from here upward, these are all paid ads. It means these companies did not want to wait immediately, or they have actually optimized their website, but they still want to reach out to so many people. So they decided to pay this platform, Google, so Google can bring their content on the first page. And Google always prioritize those who are paying than those who are doing it for free. Okay, so without prioritization, what happens is that their content, your content will always be on the first position, will always be the top of the page or the bottom. Okay, depending on how much you're willing to pay for one click. Okay, so your content will always be either at the top or at the bottom. Now, when you look at this top section here, sponsor results, we're going to see 1, 2, 3, 4 results. Okay, so these results are coming from 4 different companies. And when we scroll down, after the word hide sponsor results, we're going to see free ads. These are all free content because they are not part of this category here. So when we scroll down right here below, we're going to see another sponsor results 1, 2. Okay, so you see hide sponsor results and it ends there. Initially, we usually have these sponsored results, the second sponsored result at the bottom, while the free ads at the top. But now, Google is placing part of it at the top and the next one in the middle of the content, or in the middle of the search engine result page. Is that okay? So what is actually happening here? These companies are paying Google so that Google can show their content on this page. And again, this content don't just appear by random. 1 minute, please. So these contents don't appear here by random. If you see someone at the top of the search engine result page under the word sponsored, it means they are willing to pay higher for a click as compared to the other companies. So if this company, driveyango.com, is paying $2 just for one click, know that this person is paying probably 1 cent higher or 2 cents higher. Okay, so they might be paying $2.05 for one click. So Google is going to prioritize those who are paying higher and they're going to place them at the top. Trust me, when people come here and they're searching for car rental, the first company or the first link they're going to click on, the first website they're going to click on is this one. Okay, and they will hardly even go to the next page. So if I click here, it's going to take me to the next page. So that's what search engine marketing is all about. So let's get back to the slides. So search engine marketing involves paid advertising strategies to increase visibility in search engine result pages, providing immediate traffic and measurable results. Is that okay? So your main goal with search engine marketing is to reach out to as many people as possible, okay? And of course, you will be paying for such services. So we have the Google Ads platform where we'll be creating the paid ads. So the primary platform for search engine marketing, offering various ad formats and targeting options, which we are going to see. Keyword targeting. So strategic selection and bidding on relevant keywords that your target audience searches for. Now let's talk a little bit about keywords. Now, whenever someone is going online to do a search, they'll always type a particular word in this address bar. For example, rent a car. When they type that particular word, what happens? Websites are going to pop up. This website, they don't just appear here because these companies are dealing with this particular product. They are appearing here because this particular word, rent a car, was placed somewhere at the back end of this website. Okay, so it was placed somewhere at the back end of this website. So when someone is doing a search online, and uses this word, to them, it is known as a search term. So For the audience, this particular word which you've used here is known as a search term, but to a digital marketer, it is known as a keyword because they place this particular word at the back end of their website. It's the same thing for someone creating a search engine marketing campaign or a Google Ads campaign or a paid advertisement. So when you're using the Google Ads platform and you're creating a paid advertisement, you're going to be placing keywords as well. The reason is because you want that whenever someone does a search online, that particular word which they are searching for is going to match up with your own word which you've placed at the back end of your ad which you have created. Okay. Now, when you look at these ads carefully, this is what? This is sponsored ads. These are paid ads. Okay. And these are texts which have been used in order to create the ad. So the content which you see here is not actually coming from a website. The content which you see here is coming from paid ad that has been created at the back end of a Google Ad account. But whenever you click on this ad, it's now going to take you to a website. Whereas for free ads like this, these contents which you see here are coming directly from a website, which means that if I click on rent a car right now, when I go to the website, I'm going to be seeing contents related to this. You actually see this content. That's the reason why when you want to buy a product probably from Google, you see, an ad. If you want to buy a product from Amazon, sorry, when you see a free ad and you click on it, the same content which you saw on that free ad, you're going to see it as well whenever you visit the website. Is that okay? So that's what makes it different. So that's the difference between a search term and a keyword. So a search term must match up with a keyword if you want an ad to be shown on the search engine platform, be it for paid ads or free ads. When it comes to search engine marketing, when it comes to paid ads, the results which you're seeing are almost immediate, which means that if you create an ad right now, if you create a paid ad right now, people are going to start seeing the result immediately, as compared to search engine optimization, whereby it takes a longer period for people to start seeing results. Is that okay? Ad type comparison. When it comes to paid ads on Google, there are different types of ads, which I'm just going to explain right now. Okay. The first type of ad which a digital marketer should learn how to create is what we call the text ad. As you can see here, these are text, these are text only ads because there are no images attached to them. This is these are text, these are text. So they are known as text ads. Is that okay? The next type is a video ad. Whenever you're watching a YouTube video, you notice that as you watch the video, you're going to get some interruptions, which you have to skip those interruptions before you can continue watching the video which you wanted to watch. Is that okay? So those videos that always interrupt you when you're watching another video, they are known as video ads. For example, I clicked on this video, but before watching that video, I saw this is an advertisement. How do I know it's an advertisement? You're going to see the word sponsored attached to it. It means that this is a paid advertisement, right? So I have to wait for this video to play for about 5 seconds or so before I can skip. Now, if I skip this video, I'm going to now start watching the video which I intended to watch. Is that okay? So that is a video ad which always displays on YouTube. The next is what we call shopping ads. Let's say I want to buy an iPhone. If I just type here iPhone 15, for example, I'm going to get variety of companies that are selling this product. Now, when you look at this at the top here, you're going to see sponsored products. Okay, these are sponsored products. These companies are paying Google so Google can display their products here. So this is known as a shopping ad. What makes a shopping ad different from a text ad? With the shopping ads, you're going to find images, text, a combination of images and text. Okay, and the shopping ad has the image, the price of the product, the company that is actually selling the product, the description of that product. Is that okay? So those are some of the things that make up a shopping ad. And you can see sponsored products. This one is being advertised by Revive UAE. It's a company that sells gadgets. Amazon.ae, iStyles, Noon, Phone Zone, Revive, and so on and so forth. I hope that is well understood. So that's how a shopping ad looks like. Then, of course, we have display ads. These are ads that do appear on partner websites. People who are bloggers, they always create content on their website. And when they do so, once their website becomes so popular, a lot of people are visiting their website, they can partner with Google. And once they partner with Google, Google is going to use their website to be showing advertisement, like what you see here. This is a paid advertisement which is being displayed on the Google, which is being displayed on this website thanks to Google. So what you see here is an ad by Google being displayed on an external website. Okay, so this is how display ads look like. They always appear on partner websites. So ad type comparison, we have the display ad, which I've just mentioned right now, the visual banners on websites, search ads, text ads in search results like search engine platforms like Google, shopping ads, product listing with images, and then of course video ads, YouTube and video content. These are the type of ads you should be creating as a digital marketing professional. Now, what are the advantages of search engine marketing? We are comparing it to search engine optimization. With search engine marketing, once you create an ad, immediately people start seeing the ads once it has been approved. Because once you create the ad, Google needs to approve to be sure that you are meeting up with their rules and regulations before they can publish the ad. You start getting results immediately. Once you've created an ad, people are start going to searching. They'll be searching for products related to whatever you're selling. And of course, your website is going to show to them. Okay, your website will always be, your ads will always be displayed on the first page. So long as whatever you're selling is what people want, then your website is always going to display. Is that okay? And of course, people are always going to, Google is going to charge you only when someone sees your ad and clicks on it. So if I see this paid ad, for example, and I don't click on it, Google is not going to charge this company. But once I click on it and it takes me to their website, Google is now going to charge this company for that one click which has been done. That's what we call PPC, or what we call pay per click. You're paying per click, and that's how companies are competing for their website to be displayed on the various search engine platforms. You decide how much you're willing to pay for one click. If a company challenges you for that particular amount, then they're always going to be ahead of you whenever websites are being displayed on the search engine result page. So those are some of the advantages. Disadvantages. The major disadvantage is that a lot of scammers use this method to scam people. Okay, so there's a lot of fraud related to this. And of course, it is quite expensive as compared to search engine optimization. Search engine marketing is quite expensive, and you are not guaranteed sales. There are people who might click on your ad, visit your website, and they might not purchase anything. Is that okay? So those are some of the disadvantages which we have as compared to search engine optimization. Now let's talk about social media marketing. I believe majority of you have social media platforms, and of course you are familiar with them. You create content on daily basis. Our main focus here is on paid advertisement, because when it comes to organic social media marketing, we practice that on daily basis. We post on Facebook, we post on Instagram, we post on WhatsApp, we interact with people on these platforms without paying a penny, even though we actually pay for data. So we cannot just say it's completely free because we use data to access them. But comparing it with paid advertisement, if you have to remove the aspect of data, you notice that you're actually using them for free. So social media marketing leverages social platforms to build brand awareness, engaging with audiences, and drive business growth through both organic content and paid advertising strategies. Okay, so we use Facebook to build communities, to share updates, to run targeted ad campaigns, to reach specific demographics and interests, while Instagram engagement helps for visual storytelling through photos, stories, and reels to showcase products and connect with younger audience. TikTok virality creates short form video content that can go viral and reach millions of users organically through trending algorithms. Then, of course, we have the LinkedIn network, professional networking and B2B marketing through thought leadership content and industry connections. So, for those of you who are professionals, you're leaders in your industries, then you should have a LinkedIn platform. And when it comes to social media, we have the organic and the paid advertisement. For organic, it's free content that builds authentic relationships, while the paid is targeted advertisement for immediate reach. Okay, the strategy here when it comes to social media marketing is to combine both of them, that's organic and paid, for maximum impact. Is that okay? Most of us have social media platforms. I'm just going to go through the most popular one, which is Facebook. So I'm just going to show you the difference between, you know, paid advertisement and free ads. So when we glance through our Facebook accounts, you notice that there are two types of ads. Of course, we have the free ads and the paid ad. How do you differentiate them? For free ads, you're just going to have the name of the page, like what you see here. You have the text, you have the image, then you have the like, the comment, and the share. Now, for the paid ads, you're equally going to find the word sponsored as we saw initially. This is a paid ad by Meta for developers. Below it, we have the sponsored. Okay, then we have the text, the image or video, we have the like, comment, share, and we have a button. We usually have a button when it comes to paid ads, but we hardly find one when it comes to free ads. This is a paid ad by Mastrec, it's a bank. Below that, we have sponsored, one-day business account setup. That's a text, image, the headline description, and the button. So for digital marketing professionals or social media marketing manager, you should be able to create both free ads and paid ads. So apart from these three major modules we've mentioned, we have content marketing. Of course, you need content for you to succeed when it comes to the other digital marketing modules. You need content for paid ads, you need content for social media, you need content for search engine optimization as well. For you to optimize your website, there should be text, there should be videos, there should be images, and so on and so forth. So we need content for all of that. So be it for blog articles, video content, media reels, infographics, we need content for that. Then, of course, we have email marketing, which is the oldest form of marketing. Before any other marketing module came up, we had email marketing, which has been existing for quite some time. So email marketing remains one of the most powerful tools for direct customer communication, offering unparalleled reach and personalization capabilities that drive meaningful business results. So we can't talk about digital marketing without mentioning email marketing. And of course, we have various email marketing tools we can use to create various email marketing campaigns. And examples do include we have MailChimp, we have MailerLite, we have ConvertKit, we have ConvertFull, and so on and so forth. Then we equally have affiliate marketing and influencer marketing. Now, affiliate marketing begins where digital marketing ends. To become a professional in affiliate marketing or an affiliate marketing professional, you should be able to, you should have gone through the entire digital marketing module because that's what is going to help you to understand um, that's what's going to help you to understand affiliate marketing and be able to make lots and lots of sales when it comes to affiliate marketing. So partners earn commission by promoting your product through their network, creating a performance-based marketing channel that's scaled with success. We always talk about affiliate marketing, or it is actually part of our digital marketing module because there are a lot of businesses who would love to integrate, affiliate marketing in whatever they do. And the reason is because they want to generate lots and lots of sales. So if you want to make a lot of sales, you can partner with people who will be able to market your product, talk to people about your product, and they're going to earn a commission whenever they do sales with the help of their affiliate links. Then influencer marketing is just a form of marketing a customer's business with the help of influencers. So if a customer really wants to reach out to as many people, you can either go through marketing the product through social media, paid ads, or you can pay influencers to do that for you. And of course, you need a digital marketer who understands influencer marketing very well so that they will know the right people to target or the right people to meet in order for them to market your product for you. And you should know the type of influencers you're targeting. You're either targeting the macro influencers or the micro influencers. So we can't talk about digital marketing as well without mentioning analytics and reporting. So once you've been able to create variety of campaigns, be it social media marketing, search engine marketing, search engine optimization, email marketing, affiliate marketing, you should be able to generate reports that are going to help you analyze whatever has been happening and to take informed decisions. There are several ways you can, generate these reports. We have the Google Analytics setup. That's a Google Analytics account, which helps you to link up the various platforms together and be able to get good results. We have the Meta Business tool, leverage Facebook and Instagram analytics to measure social media performance and ad effectiveness across platforms. Then we have the key metrics focus, that's you monitor reach, engage engagement rates, conversion percentage, and customer acquisition costs for actionable insights. So analytics is very, very important when it comes to digital marketing. And of course, artificial intelligence really helps digital marketers as well. You need to learn how to use artificial intelligence tools or AI tools to create content, to create videos, to generate text, which are unique, which can be used in order to carry out marketing. Okay, so AI is fundamentally reshaping how businesses grow, with 73% of marketing leaders reporting that AI has become essential to their competitive advantage and customer acquisition strategy. So AI has really helped to improve on how we create ads. As a matter of fact, most of these digital marketing tools have incorporated AI. Okay, AI has been incorporated in them. So it helps to facilitate, creating these campaigns. They give you advice, for you to decide on what to do when it comes to creating your campaign. And they can tell you, the best strategies you can use whenever you are creating a digital marketing campaign. Now, what is in for you after going through a digital marketing course? What are the opportunities that are available for you? One, digital marketing is demanded globally. Okay. When you become a digital marketing professional, you can get clients across the world. You can work in a variety of companies, provided you've gone through the right digital marketing modules. Very, very important. You have diverse job roles. You can become a digital marketing professional, a social media marketing expert, an SEO specialist, a social media manager. You can become a paid advertising expert, or what we call a PPC expert. You can become an email marketing specialist, and so on and so forth. Remote flexibility. Wherever you are, you can carry out your campaign. Whenever I'm traveling to different countries, I don't lose access to my clients. I can work wherever I am. Okay, so long as I have an internet connection, I can really work and be able to get clients. The only challenge I faced at one moment was when I traveled to China, and I noticed that all the platforms I use, those platforms have been restricted in China for whatever reasons they have. I don't know. And some of these platforms they even originated from there, but they were all restricted. So apart from China, I don't know which other country restricts some of these platforms. When I mean they restricted literally all the platforms we usually use. Google, Facebook, Instagram. In fact, they restricted so many platforms. We could not use any of them in China because they have their own apps which have, replaced whatever we are using. Is that okay? So the digital marketing industry continues, to grow rapidly, and it expands as well, with global spending projected to reach, it's already surpassing, 800 billion as of 2026, creating abundant opportunities for skilled professionals. Okay, I already talked about the courses which we offer, the fundamental course, which is what you guys are going to right now, the digital marketing masterclass, which is meant for small businesses, startups, entrepreneurs, and of course, the advanced digital marketing program. Now, the digital marketing masterclass lasts for at least a month, where you're going to go through, training sessions on how to improve your business. If you own a business, what you need to do, we look at your businesses, the industries which you find yourself, and the various strategies which you can implement to improve on your business. And of course, we have the advanced digital marketing course, which is meant for people who want to build a career in digital marketing. And this particular program lasts for 3 to 4 months. Once you go through our training programs, you become a globally recognized, internationally recognized digital marketing expert with internationally recognized certification. Okay, you get personalized career coaching and mentorship from our industry experts, hands-on project with real clients campaign. We always make sure we have workshops. We create real campaigns so you can actually see how they actually work. Any questions so far? I've been doing the talking. Any question? Question? Any question, please? All right. If there are no questions, I think we've come to the end of today's session. We will be kicking off with the next batch of advanced digital marketing professionals as early as next month. Let me give you the precise date. So for those of you who want to be digital marketing professionals, our next module will begin on Monday, the 1st of June. Okay, so we'll be kicking off with the advanced digital marketing program on June 1st. So those of you who are interested, please make sure you get to us, and we are going to give you all the formalities on what you need to do to be part of the program. We always recommend that you should have a PC before you join the program if you're taking a course to build a career. Is that okay? A PC is compulsory for you to be part of the program. All right. Thank you all for joining this session. It was really an insightful one, though we have not received questions, which means that everyone has understood what we've been doing so far. So I think, let's see, maybe there are some questions. One. Any questions? No questions. So how was the session? We begin with, we have digital marketing agency. Nice. So who is representing that brand? Any questions so far as what we've done so far? We have Prudence, we have Amanoki, we have, yes, Prudence.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Mr. Jedone. Though I was on the way, that I was like listening and skipping some of the things, but I actually appreciate the lectures.
All right. Thank you
For
very
me,
much.
actually,
All right, go ahead, please.
yes, I love the course because I wanted to do this affiliate marketing. So, and I realized that driving, how do we put it? There's a technical word for it. That is having followers, driving leech on a leech on a
Yes,
niche. Yes,
yes.
it's difficult because even when I post something, it can be there. Only one or two people might have come across it, and I know that even if I pay as if I heard it well, it doesn't guarantee 100% of saying that those who visit the site will have to buy the product. How do I grow in that particular aspect? That if I want to do that business online.
Now, when it comes to marketing a product online, the first thing you need to do is to look at your target audience. You need to know the people who are around you or the people you want to target. That's the first thing. A lot of people get into affiliate marketing or network marketing without studying their audience. They are just focusing on making the money immediately. Okay, you need to know your target audience, and again, you should be able to, you know, give people you need to educate people about the benefits of what you're selling without necessarily telling them about the product. Take, for example, if I'm dealing with health products, for example, or if I'm in the health industry, what I can do is I can be creating content on how to improve on your health in a particular domain, on a particular field. For example, if your product focuses on, the treatment of cancer or the treatment of any part of any kind of disease, you should be able to talk to people about this particular disease, the benefits and stuff like that. You need to draw the attention of people. People need to come closer to you, not because you're selling a particular product, because of the benefits, the assistance you're giving them, the training or the talks which you're giving them, which are beneficial to them. Is that okay? A lot of people already know whenever you post a content online, they already know what you are trying to do. Okay. So people you should not just hit the nail immediately, but you should try to go around it first. Let people try to build trust. One thing you need to understand with online marketing is that people need to trust you before they do business with you. That's why you post a content online. Trust me, when you post a content online and you have just one like, it doesn't mean that that's the total number of people who saw your content. Thousands of them might have seen your content. That's the reason why this platform have decided to be giving us what we call impressions. They are trying to tell us how many people have seen our ads or how many times has our ad been shown online. Is that okay? That's the meaning of impression. So you might have 1,000 impression, but you have just about one like, or people are interacting with you just once. That's because your content does not draw attention to them. So you should not be trying to sell products to people directly. You should be trying to give them assistance. Try to talk to them, give them things that will help them without you selling your products to them. That's the best way to go about it. That's the reason why you see people who succeed when it comes to affiliate marketing. Now, please, you need to understand there's a difference between affiliate marketing and digital marketing and network marketing. Okay. With affiliate marketing, nobody knows the product which you're selling. You're just talking about health benefits of a product, or you're talking on how to use this particular product. And at the end of your article, you might just say, if you're interested in this product, you can get it here. Or you can be giving a review about a product. And at the end of the day, you can just say, if you need this product, this is where you're going to get the product from. If you're the one selling the product to those people directly, then you're not doing affiliate marketing. You're probably doing network marketing. With network marketing, it's a problem with the product. I will not hold the company responsible, I'll hold you responsible. But with affiliate marketing, there's a problem with the product. I will not hold you responsible, I'll hold the company responsible. That's the difference. Okay, so you need to identify where you belong, identify where you're standing so that you know the best way to approach. Now, if you're doing network marketing, you can, you target people directly. You talk about your product, you talk about the benefits of your product, right? And when people get those products, there's a problem, they will get back to you. With affiliate marketing, I just pick a product from, let's say, Apple. Let's say I'm selling iPhones 17 Pro Max, for example. I'm not selling it anyway. I just want to give a review of the product, how beneficial that product is. I give you the specification and I say, if you want this product, you can click on this link. It's not going to take you to my website, but it's going to take you to probably the Apple website or the Amazon website. And when you buy from that particular website, I might have maybe 10% commission. Okay. So people will be directed from that link to that other website where they are going to get more details about the product and they're going to make their purchase from there. So if there's a problem with that product, they can contact the company directly. Okay. So it's all about the manner of approach. A lot of people, when they get into business, they just believe that putting the product out there in people's faces will make them make a lot of sales. It doesn't happen that way. That's the reason why you see companies, when they are doing advertisement, when they are creating advertisement, when you start watching that advertisement, you might not know what they are talking about. Look at companies like Nike. Look at companies like Adidas. When you look at the advertisement on social media or on the TV, initially we just watch the advertisement on television, right? It's towards the end of that advertisement that we'll know that this advertisement came from this company. But right now, we know that this advertisement is from this company before watching it because we already saw the name of the page advertising. Okay, but you see that those advertisements are captivating. They will create advertisements in such a way that you want to watch it 2, 3, 4 times. But at the end of the day, they are going to talk about the product. So you need to capture your audience before you start selling whatever you are selling to them. So that is the main goal. That is the main goal. And that's the reason why you see, look at most of these content creators. When they are creating content like comedian, if someone contacts an influencer to advertise a product, let's say a comedian to advertise a product, that comedian tries to put in that product in the comedy, right? They don't just come out and say, hello everyone, my name is this. I have a product here which I really want you guys to buy. I really love the product. I've used it. No, they don't do that, right? They first of all create their content to draw your attention. They want to draw your attention to focus. Okay. And as they are talking, maybe in the middle of their content, they might now talk about that product without talking about it directly, right? They might just infuse it in their content, and you're forced to watch that advertisement before you even continue with whatever they're advertising. Is that okay? So, affiliate marketing, we have a lot of people doing affiliate marketing, but they are not doing it the right way. And people think that affiliate marketing is just something which you get into it right now. You start seeing results immediately. There are people who get into affiliate marketing and start seeing results after 2 years, after 2, 3 years. If you're not making it now because you just joined now, it doesn't mean you are not succeeding. The only issue here is that you're using the wrong approach to market these products. Same thing with network marketing. You're using the wrong products. I might just pick a particular niche and I focus on it. And I'm just talking about it over and over again. Someone will contact you, but what are you actually into? I see you talking about this. What are you actually into? That way, you can now take your time to talk to that person one-on-one. We have a lot of people who are into real estate here in UAE. If you see the content that they create online, you never know they are into real estate. They keep on giving you tips and advices, and just once in a while, they will talk about real estate. The reason is because they want to build that trust. They want you to trust them, right? Because you keep on following them on daily basis, you watch their content on daily basis. You've never heard someone talking bad about them, talking ill about them. Whenever they put a particular product right now, a lot of people want to buy those products. I have a community now that if someone just says that, please, I want you to sell this product for me. Since people already trust me, if I talk about the product, they will believe that that product works effective. Is that okay? So that's how you work when it comes to affiliate. If you don't do it that way, trust me, you'll be on the same position for a very long time. Any other question? Madam Prudence, I don't know if I've answered your question.
Yes, thank you very much. If there's anything, I will still get back to you.
Okay. Any
Thank
question, please? You're welcome. Any question? All right, there are no other questions. That have come to the end of this session. Thank you all for joining us. It was really an interesting one. We are hoping um, to still have you guys as we kick off with our advanced digital marketing program next month. For those of you who want to join us, you can contact us, any of the forums, you can contact any of the administrators, you can get to me directly. I'm going to share you details about the program and how to get yourself registered. Is that okay? Thank you all for joining the session once again, and see you guys in our next session. Bye-bye for now. And please don't forget, we always have digital marketing sessions on the other digital marketing modules. So you're free to always be part of the program. We have students here. Before I go, we have students here who are part of the advanced digital marketing program. I think they can share their experiences. Some of them are already working, so they can share their experiences as far as the program is concerned. Let me see. We have Mr. Nonki Derek. He is a student who completed the program, I think, in 2022. Derek, Mr. Derek, all the way from Cameroon. Mr. Derek, are you there?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Thank you. Good evening to everybody, and congratulations to those who have been persistent in following the session for the free digital marketing masterclasses. I really commend your efforts. It's not easy. I've always said digital marketing is not luck, it is dedication. And I'm proud that after a long while of, from since when we started this program in 2022, see when we finally graduated, I'm privileged to be part of the one of the persons who happened to be among the very first batches of Tadita Group Institute in Cameroon, and I am beginning to see the fruits of the skill. It hasn't been an easy journey right from the onset, because many times when we are learning when we're taking the lesson, sometimes if you're not very careful with the practicals, you can begin to take everything for granted, but you never know how many people are looking for you, how many companies, how many brands, how many career professionals, executives are looking for you to help them solve one problem or the other, until when you actually decide to come out and present yourself well. And thanks to Tadita Group Institute, thanks to Tadita Group Digital Agency that helps to position serious students after the certified digital advanced digital marketing program, and thanks to the other arms of the Tadita Group Corporation entirely, this has gone a long way to elevate some of us, and is still pushing us every way possible in our digital marketing career. In fact, I've never regretted a day from since when I decided to take digital marketing as a career. And I'm so proud to see it coming gradual. Uh, as at now, there's a lot to talk about, but you guys might get to connect with us on platforms like LinkedIn, just so you know what is really happening in this space, in these spaces. That is where you can actually be able to determine somebody who is serious and that is actually producing results from this. And I hope to see you all catch us in the advanced alumni groups soon for those who have not yet enrolled for the program. That's all I can say for now. Thank you so much, Sir Mr. Tamo, for all your efforts and your encouragements.
Thank you very much, Mr. Derek. Mr. Midos, I don't know if you are available. You can equally unmute your mic and share your own experience as well.
Yes, boss. Thank you very much. I'm privileged to join this call. I want to say a very big thank you to you for the opportunity. I've researched about digital marketing training institutes, and I found Tadita Group Institute to be one of the best, if not the best, in terms of quality of lectures, the patience from your side, and in terms of training costs, the in-depth knowledge you share with us, I'm eternally grateful. I don't know how to express my gratitude, but I'm eternally grateful. Digital marketing is the future of marketing, and tons of, in other words, billions of dollars are channeled through this marketing platform. So I encourage everyone to take the opportunity, acquire the skills. I'm personally building skills in the industry, and it's highly recommended. I want to say greetings to my senior who had just spoken before me. I connected with him on LinkedIn. Thank you, boss.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Midos. Mr. Midos is currently here in the United Arab Emirates, and he took the course with us here in UAE. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we have come to the end of the session, and hopefully, we should have each and every one of you as part of, the Tadita Group community, because right now we are already part of the community. For those of you who intend to become digital marketing experts, feel free to join us as we kick off 1st June 2026. Thank you all once again, and see you guys later. Bye bye for now. And remember, we equally have other sessions that will be coming up on search engine marketing, search engine optimization, social media marketing. Always make sure you join some of these sessions. Probably throughout next week, we are going to be having some of these sessions coming up. So make sure you are part of the program. And of course, prepare yourself to be part of the advanced digital marketing, because you're not going to regret it being part of the Tadita Group Institute community. Thank you very much, and see you guys later. Bye bye for now.